care of your client, Justin Ocon. Annex, do you have Justin Ocon?
Your Honor, Justin Ocon went to court in person today.
Yeah, Judge, he has a misdemeanor. We had in-person bond hearing this morning on that.
Do you want to go forward, Mr. Blake, without him here, or how do you want to do it? Or do you want to reset?
I guess we can go forward without him here, Judge. And yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Señor Lerma, ahorita le vamos a traer un intérprete. Ahorita no estamos procediendo en su caso, okay? Ahorita le llamamos. All right, this is cause number, are we on YouTube? There we go. Good afternoon, this is Judge Elisa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court Criminal Docket for June 24th, 2025. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all directives regarding remote proceedings. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube. I'll go ahead and call it. This is 2025 0D03288, State of Texas versus Justin Ocon. I was informed off the record that Mr. Ocon was taken in person for another misdemeanor case, so he is not present. Mr. Blake, we have a bond hearing scheduled today. Did you want to proceed without him being here?
Judge, I'd like to proceed before the court on this to try to expedite time for him to be able to make his bond.
Okay, and for the record, Mr. Jose Garcia is here representing. You may proceed, Mr. Blake.
Judge, Mr. Ocon got arrested for a kidnapping, I think an aggravated assault and an impeding breath case, and I think it's ended up indicted as aggravated kidnapping and impeding breath. His bonds with you total $170,000. He has no means to make that through him and his family. He at the time of his arrest, he was working 2 jobs, one at Walmart, one at Casa Rental. He has a 4-year-old child. Since he was incarcerated, he lost an infant baby child due to natural causes. And that's kind of taken a toll on him and his family. The allegation is made by a former girlfriend of Mr. Ocon that allegedly took place at a residence. If you were able to read the arrest affidavit, you'd find that on the morning after the allegation arose, Mr. Ocon did go to work, and I think that allowed the complaining witness to get out of the situation she was in. I'm not sure how all that will bear on the kidnapping elements of this. I don't think he has much criminal history. I've been informed that he will be able to keep at least one of his jobs, and the other job is willing to meet with him after he's released.
Hold on one second, Mr. Blake. I see the downtown jail just came on. Isn't that your client, or am I incorrect there?
That's correct, Judge.
Yeah, that's Mr. Ocon. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, just so we know your client is now here.
Okay, and he heard much of the same things I'm reciting now in the earlier hearing today. His wife was present at the hearing this morning. She's a student. She's also her income's derived from disability due to epilepsy and PTSD, and she's a former service member, and she's currently going to school.
Is that the complainant in our case?
No, the complainant is a former girlfriend of Mr. Ocon.
Got it.
Through her efforts, she thinks she could raise in the neighborhood of $2,000 cash to cover cash portion of any bond. The court this morning, and I fully anticipate you would agree to set similar conditions restricting Mr. Ocon from having any contact with the complainant, and that is perfectly acceptable.
Were they living together?
No.
Okay, anything else?
That's all, Judge.
Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Judge, thank you. What is the current bond set at? Sorry, I missed it.
I have it at 170,000 straight surety. Cash surety.
And the the misdemeanor element was reduced from 10,000 to 5,000 PR, 5,000 surety this morning.
I did see that bond order. Mhm.
All right, Judge. So yes, as Mr. Blake mentioned, he doesn't have a lot of criminal history. Nonetheless, the current offenses are quite scary. The facts of this case are scary. They were both at his home, and then they were having an argument about some text messages she had received. When she attempted to leave the residence, he began to assault her. On one of those occasions, he even struck her face with the gun, impeding her ability to leave the residence, Your Honor. Although, as Mr. Blake stated, yes, the morning after she was able to escape once he left for work. Nonetheless, the indictment does mention the day before when she was during night at his residence, when he was forbidding her from leaving the residence by assaulting her, basically including a gun. Your Honor, the facts of this case are alarming. He has a weapon. Your Honor, I believe, yes, the bond may be excessive. Yes, the state won't be opposed to a minimal reduction. However, maybe due to the nature of the offense, the bond may be reasonable as is, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else? Mr. Blake?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Okay, so the bond, I'm not going to reduce it. I'll split it. It'll be 150,000 cash surety, 20,000 PR. The conditions are to have no contact, direct or indirect contact with the complainant, may not be within 200 yards of the complainant, may not possess any weapons, any firearms or ammunition. You may not change your place of residence, without court permission, or leave El Paso County without court permission, and have current contact information with the CJC office. You are to use no illegal drug or alcohol. You are subject to testing, commit no new offenses. Let's see, and report once a month by person to the PR bond office. Anything else?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Judge, Mr. Coronado here for the bond hearing probation on Mr. Vargas on page 20.
Who has Annex or Downtown? Who has Nestor Vargas?
Annex has them, Judge.
Okay,
Annex, could we get Mr. Vargas?
thank you for submitting your report, Mr. Razo. I did review it.
Thank you, Judge.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon, Commissioner. All right, calling cause number 2023-0D07606, State of Texas versus Nestor Jesus Vargas. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Sergio Coronado here on behalf of Mr. Vargas.
Paul Russell for adult probation, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Vargas is appearing remotely from the jail annex. We are set for both a probation status hearing and a bond hearing. He is at no bond because he is on deferred for probation violations. You may proceed, Mr. Coronado.
Judge, I've spoken to the probation officer with the issue related in this case. It's my understanding that, we were going to seek a bond, but I think we might be able to resolve this. I think probation wants to put some restrictions or modifications on my client's access to certain types of social media. And so if that's the case, I just wanted to see what it is that they want to, how they want to modify this rather than having them spend money on a bond. He is undeferred, so he's entitled to a bond, but
So why don't we take care of the bond hearing? I'm aware of the recommendation from probation.
okay. Judge, my client is currently, and I'll proffer to the court that my client is currently living with his father. He is separated in living arrangements between the mother and the daughter. The daughter is my client's sister, who is the complaining witness in this case. My client does not have access to funds to be able to, his parents have been the ones helping him. They have also currently retained me to represent him in this matter, but they do not have funds to post a significantly high bond in this case. We're asking that the court consider giving a PR bond in this case to Mr. Vargas so that he can be out. My understanding is that they don't want to revoke, and so we're asking that the court consider setting a reasonable bond in this matter.
All right, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Vargas recently pled back in June 18, 2024. As part of his probation, conditions of probation, he is aware that he's not to visit any websites or anything that involves any sex-related websites or group chats, whatever it may be, Your Honor. As I'm reading the summary, we discovered that he was viewing not only Reddit, but he was also part of a chat group that was of this sort. Now, Your Honor, this raises an alarming issue for me because, as probation recommends remote comm, well, he may have access at some point to other electronic devices, not only his devices, but if someone else resides in the same residence, well, he may have access to that phone. If he has access to other people at some point, he may have access to other electronic devices. So I'm not entirely convinced that remote comm is the solution, Your Honor. Nonetheless, as far as a bond hearing, Your Honor, the state is opposed to a full PR. Again, he is on probation. He was aware of the conditions, and yet we are here on a violation of those said conditions when he recently pled back in June of last year, Your Honor.
And he pled to a reduced charge, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit, Mr. Razzo. I understand, Commissioner, what you're talking about. You know, we may not need to delve too much in the bond issue. I want to know about his treatment. Has he been stellar in compliance with his treatment?
He's been attending, Your Honor, treatment with Ms. Regalado, and he's making progress, Your Honor. Just that in November of last year, we had like a little setback where he was. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yes,
He had like a little setback where he said it was like a Reddit post. He said, I guess I hadn't really paid attention to his phone. It was a Reddit post where he said that I guess, you know, on those Reddit posts, it's like a social platform where you can talk. And I guess he had posted, I guess he had put fuck my little sister or fuck my sister. Well, we kind of confronted him on that. He said that it was an old thing. We kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. Ms. Regalado put him on a social behavioral contract and a sanction group. And we continue going forward. And then, like, Your Honor, we did a home check on May the 22nd. I went into his house. Ms. Ramos checked his computer, and that's where we noticed that there's a Discord social platform. That's just another social platform where people communicate and they can, you know, put in different topics and stuff. And him and 3 other friends were discussing sexual explicit cartoons and stuff. Mr. Vargas wasn't, you know, he was just on the chat, but, you know, these guys were entertaining different stuff. And he was part, you know, overhearing it or seeing it.
Did he post the comment about his sister?
That was on that Reddit post, Your Honor. Yes, it was. It was just like a topic that he posted.
But that was prior.
Yes, the probationer stated that was prior to probation. Yes, that's why we kind of just left it.
I don't believe the probationer. So did you independently verify that?
I saw the post. Me and Ms. Ramos saw it.
Was it dated?
I can't remember, Your Honor, but we can't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long in November. It was in November. But it was a post that he put. He had posted it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember, you know, I didn't pay attention to the date, Your Honor.
Okay.
But other than that, Your Honor, I can tell you,
But I mean, isn't he supposed to be turning in assignments, going to classes, things like that?
Yes, he's attending, Your Honor, turning in assignments, he's participating, he's doing everything what he's supposed to there in class, up until this violation. And she was gonna give him she didn't drop him, she put him on another behavioral contract and another sanction group. I guess because
the second one?
This will be a second one, yes. It will be a second one. And that's where we're at right now. Like, so technically he wasn't dropped, but she wants to continue working because he's admitting to what he's, you know, we're buying into what he's telling us. At some point, Your Honor, we're gonna do a maintenance polygraph, and we're gonna find out the truth, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask specific questions on these two topics.
Yeah. All right.
Your Honor, what I was gonna also mention, he wasn't originally assigned community service hours.
Mhm.
I think he has a lot of time on his hand. I know he works part-time at a church and stuff, which are the owners of his, I guess, the apartments where he stays. But at the same time, he was no community service hours were assessed. I was wondering, would you consider giving him some community service hours?
I saw the recommendation is to ban social media, add the remote comm on his devices and give him 600 hours of community service. So, the bond, yeah. So he's gonna have a $25,000 cash surety bond with a $5,000 component that is gonna be to comply with his conditions. The court is wholly not satisfied, Mr. Coronado, with what I'm seeing in this very short time that he's been on probation. The court is aware of the allegations, the underlying allegations, which are troubling. And to know that there is a post out there that he's on social media, not good. Not good. So that's the bond.
Yeah, but that post was prior to Judge.
We don't know that. We don't know that. Okay. So the concern I had, Mr. Razzo, on your recommendation about community service hours is frankly, I'm assuming you all have safe places
Oh,
for them
yes.
to do their community service. But I frankly would like a better report on exactly what he's doing in terms of his assignments before I reconsider anything on his bond. I was not pleased to see this report. And so the court isn't. Do we have a motion filed?
I don't think so, Judge. Let me check.
Mr. Coronado, if you want the court to reconsider any other information, I do want to get a fuller report from probation on some of what your client has been doing. I can see here he's paid nothing. He's done nothing. Let me see. He's been sanctioned twice, and we're not even, or maybe we're at a year already. This is not good.
No motion filed, Your Honor.
Judge, if you wanted more detailed stuff, he was not participating. He was on the chat, but was not participating in any of the.
Yeah. Mr. Garcia, what is your opinion on the recommendation? You think that's sufficient modification?
Well, I mean, at this point, Judge, it may be. However, I'm not entirely convinced about the remote comm, Judge. I mean, I'm not entirely sure that would be enough to control the use of electronic devices.
Yeah. All right, that's the order on the bond. We can come back in 2 weeks for a pre-revocation hearing. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
2 weeks. Okay, Judge.
So
Thank you,
we're
Your Honor.
looking at 7, 8. Is that far enough? Yes. 7, 8 at 3 p.m. I'm assuming he can't make the bond. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Your
right,
Honor.
thank you, Judge.
Have a good one. Who's next? If you're talking, Mr. Nine, you should mute it.
Sorry about that, Judge.
Okay.
Annex, could we get Edgar Hernandez, page 17, Judge?
Uh-huh.
Where Mr. Robledo, are you there? There you go.
Yes, sir. Hello, Judge.
Howdy, Judge, how you doing?
Been a while since I see you, Wes.
It's been a minute. A ver, we have Edgar Hernandez.
That's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where's Mr. Hernandez?
You need to bring
It's getting warm in here.
Edgar.
I see him. All right, this is cause number 2023-0D06403, State of Texas versus Edgar Gabriel Hernandez. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Your Honor, Dan, well represented by client, Mr. Hernandez, we're ready, Your Honor.
For purposes of the record, Mr. Hernandez is appearing remotely from the jail annex. We're set for a probation status hearing. I show he was placed on 5 years straight on this evading back in June 2024. He was rearrested in November for a DWI. He has failed to report for 5 months, and the probation department is recommending modification to the wellness court. I also reviewed his PSR, and he has already been to SafeP, and he has already done state jail time. So why aren't we just revoking him?
Judge, on this particular situation, and I didn't represent him. I didn't represent him on the actual case in chief. I'm afterwards. I had the opportunity to take a look at the state's file once I got on, since there was a motion filed on revocation. And what concerns me on this particular case is that he's charged with an evading arrest with a motor vehicle. The state's file only had body-worn cameras of 2 body-worn cameras, and that's it. There was no dash cam videos, so we can see exactly whether or not he committed the crime of evading arrest with a motor vehicle. He had indicated to me that once he was aware of the unit, he pulled over immediately. So there's a discrepancy, and I understand that he already pled guilty on it. I do understand that, Judge. But for purposes of trying to give him an opportunity to get him straightened up, I don't think this case should have gone that far to plead him to a felony evading arrest with a motor vehicle. And that's just based on the fact that the states didn't have the evidence for the dash cam video to show either you or myself or the attorney beforehand that he actually did evade. He did evade with a motor vehicle. That's a concern, and the reason why I'm indicating, Judge, I've had several cases that they've charged my clients with evading arrest, which in fact all they did was immediately pull over after maybe about 2 or 3 blocks. So I kind of believe that scenario, and I would like my client to give him the opportunity to try to better himself. He does have a drug problem. He is charged with a DWI, and we're willing to once it gets filed, my client is willing to plead to that so he can get help with probation.
He already had help. He already went to SafeP. I mean, how much more help do you get?
I understand, Judge. I'm just indicating to the court that they don't want to give up on him yet. And concerning that this case, it really should not have been a felony evading arrest with a motor vehicle, Judge. It really shouldn't have.
Where's that DWI? I haven't seen it.
It hasn't been filed yet, Judge. It was November, and I checked this morning, and it's still a P file, Judge.
Garcia, where is it?
Yes, Your Honor, it's still a P file. The offense date is October 20, 2024.
Right. So where is it?
Still a P file.
But so where is it? Your office.
It is, Judge, honestly, I don't know. Usually the process is once it's with intake, it will eventually get this is a misdemeanor, so it'll get presented. But in the process, I don't know what the status is of the DWI, of this DWI.
I need you to inquire with intake. I'm not sure what agency it is to find out if what the holdup is, because obviously that's a big deal. But he also failed to report for 5 months. The recommendation is the wellness court. Not really there. So, it's a 3rd degree. He doesn't show up, Judge. He doesn't show up.
I understand, Judge.
And he has a history. So why aren't we just doing 2 TDC?
Just like the opportunity, Judge, like I said, it just concerns me that we're addressing this case, which this case, there's a good chance that this case could have been dropped down to an evading by foot. And that's the concern. That's really the concern I have here, Judge. My client, I had a long talk with him at the jail, and he understands the situation. I'm just asking the court for the opportunity that when somebody has a drug problem, that we can get this thing resolved through through intervention rather than jail time, Judge, or prison time.
Well, he's had both. Yeah, he's had both. And I mean, safety isn't nothing. I saw that there was an evading that was dismissed. I kind of understood that to be, he was upgraded to the vehicle because I think the timing was the same, but I could be wrong. Yeah,
Can I make a suggestion, Judge?
yeah.
Can we do a 30 or 60 day commitment and then give him the opportunity?
So he missed 5 months. So 30 days each month. I don't know. Do the math. Is that 150 days?
Uh, that's your call, Judge. I just want you to understand my situation concerning the case in chief before it was present to you before a probation case. That's the only concern I have, Judge.
I do understand. I know exactly what you're talking about. Evading sometimes aren't like what we think. However, he did plead and he hasn't been compliant with his probation. So is there a motion filed?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is. I know the recommendation is wellness courts. I don't know that he qualifies. So if we can find that out, maybe I can consider how wellness court is going to be any different than Safe P. I'm assuming he did something leading up to Safe P and didn't just go to Safe P in the past. But I don't.
It's the wellness court is something that Judge Dominguez had took over from Judge Garcia, and it's highly intensive probation where they go and they report, they go there, visit him. It's a very intense program, Judge.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
my understanding that the case has been screened and it did qualify for the wellness court.
So we would transfer that to the 205th? We would transfer him to the 205th?
If the modifications, yes.
All right. I didn't see that. I know that's the recommendation, but I didn't see that he was already accepted. I'll certainly consider it if what your client is really asking for is help. So, motions filed. What do they do in the wellness court, Carla? You're muted. Carla, you're muted.
I don't think she heard you, Judge.
You're muted. You're
I
muted.
apologize. It's the former adult drug court, Judge. So they'll be, it's for history of substance abuse. They'll be reporting more frequently with probation and the court. Let me see.
And Judge, you're asking
The
for that
testing.
modification, irrespective of our DWI being here?
Yes, Your Honor. My client will, as a form of negotiations with Mr. Garcia, once it gets filed, he will plead to the DWI case.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, what do you think about the wellness court?
Well, Judge, again, as the court mentioned, he's been given opportunity after opportunity. However, if he has a desire to better himself, well, again, last shot, the last chance he has, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So we'll do it. I have a big notation here that just says to revoke, but if he's already been accepted into the wellness court and that's the recommendation, then we will modify him and transfer him to Judge Dominguez and see if he takes advantage of the help or not. Okay?
Judge, just for clarification, is there going to be any commitments?
I cannot hear anything.
No.
See.
Okay, Judge. I appreciate the courtesy, Judge, and I appreciate you letting me speak on behalf of my client.
Of course. So we'll get the paperwork going. Once he gets transferred out, he's in the 205th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
I
All right.
cannot hear
May I be
anything.
excused?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's take care of David Martinez if we have,
Yeah.
we get our interpreter set up.
Yes, ma'am. He's getting set right now, and it's from Mr. Rodriguez.
Ms. Rodriguez, you have David Martinez as well?
No, I don't. I just have
Ledma?
Mr. Ledma. Sí.
Ledma?
All right, Mr. Huffman.
I have Mr. Martinez,
Okay,
and I think he speaks English.
Yes, sir. Mr. Ledma was the interpreter, Judge.
okay.
Page
So this is
17.
2024 0D01539, State of Texas versus David Robert Martinez. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Rick Huffman for Mr. Martinez.
This was adult probation, Your Honor.
And that is David Hernandez. Okay. And so we're set for probation status hearing as well. Probationer is on 5 years deferred. He was a no-show for his drug test in February. In May, he tested positive. I did review the PSR, if I'm not mistaken. No, not the PSR. I have a notation here, 2 TDC, Mr. Huffman. So let me pull your client's case up. Mr. Hernandez, I know I read your report, but why don't you refresh my memory?
Your Honor, Mr. David Martinez, he's on 5 years deferred for the possession of a controlled substance, cause number 2024 0D01539. And as the Honorable Judge just stated that in May, on May the 7th, Mr. Martinez reported that he was tested positive on May the 5th because his family was in town and they
Give him a gummy.
yes, they provided him with some edibles and he had no control. And subsequently, that's why he tested positive on May the 5th. May the 19th, a bench warrant was requested by the Honorable Court and it was filed on May the 19th. So that's where we are today. He's been in custody. He self-surrendered, I think, May the 5th. So he's been in custody since then, Your Honor, about 19 days.
I'm looking at significant criminal history to include, I think the last stint was 5 years TDC for drug offenses. The court is at 2 TDC. Okay.
Your Honor, if I can, may I
Yes, sir.
respond? Judge, he's on probation for a third-degree possession case. And he's been on probation for a little over 6 months now. And he's done a lot on probation.
He's done a lot of time too, so that he should know that when he is on probation, he's supposed to follow everything and not be overwhelmed when his friends and family want to throw him a gummy.
I completely agree, Judge, and he does take full responsibility for that. However, Judge,
he also didn't show up for his test in February.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that one, Judge.
Okay.
Can I say something, Matt? I'm so sorry.
My
probation officer never made me aware of the test. She actually spoke to my new PO that I got and let her know that she had never advised me of it, which is also why I was unaware of the warrant. I actually reported the Tuesday before I turned myself in, and my probation officer thought she had emailed me. That's why I self-surrendered the next day after, was because I was unaware of the warrant, man. But the first UA, I was never told about it. I've shown up every time they've asked me, and I gave a clean UA after I had the dirty one, man. It was the Monday after.
Okay.
Judge, he's managed to find a good job, and he's doing relatively well for somebody who just got out of prison. This was a major hiccup. We understand that. He's been in custody for 3 weeks on this probation violation. Judge, we're hoping there's some kind of alternative to TDC. He's, like I said, he's done a lot, and I think the probation officer can back me up on this one. He's done a significant amount of stuff on probation, so he's definitely trying, and he's taking responsibility. So, Judge, we're hoping for something here.
He's turned on fees. He paid his court costs. He's done 8 hours of community service.
Actually, I have 52, ma'am. I've done 52 out of the 100. My PO was supposed to log them in the day I seen her, and then she asked me to self-surrender the next day, which I did.
Mr. Hernandez, do you see that?
I'm verifying that right now, Your Honor. Let me see. No, I still have 8 hours, but sometimes these hours are late at being recorded, so.
It was
8
a
hours are-
donation. It was a donation to the veterans. I guess they started a program where we could donate.
That is correct, Your Honor. You can donate to the veterans or the food bank, but
I have the receipts to those two, ma'am.
The report says he got a COVID vaccine, so he got 40 hours for that.
Oh, no, ma'am, it was a donation.
Do I have an accurate report, Mr. Hernandez?
let me see, Your Honor. What I have is that he's completed 8 hours out of the 100. I don't see anything about a report where he got credited for COVID or anything like that. Or
Very
mentioned.
last sentence before the recommendation says, to date, Mr. Martinez has reported as instructed and has a balance of 92 community service hours. He has provided a COVID vaccine card for 40 hours of community service, which is pending to be updated.
Let me see if we have it here somewhere, Your Honor.
Has he done his classes? Or TAP?
They have no classes, sir.
The TAP, yeah, we got him a referral for TAP, Your Honor, because of the result of the positive UA. So he hasn't had a chance to complete that.
I did provide a clean UA the next Monday after I reported, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. So this case summary is kind of all over the place, right?
I do have a receipt from Mr. Ramirez for $400 that he made a
Donation.
contribution.
Contribution to what?
To either the food bank or the veterans. I don't see what it's recorded here.
Is there
It was a
something-
veteran, sir.
Hold on, Mr. Martinez, you keep.
I'm sorry.
Out of turn. What does your system say about the COVID vaccine?
It doesn't say anything about a COVID vaccine, Your Honor.
Well, why do I have a case summary that says that?
Your Honor, are you reading the email summary?
I'm reading the case summary that was sent on Tuesday at 8:59, today at 8:59 a.m.
Okay, so today's, yes, the one I sent with all of them, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
And in that one, at the very end, it says that he got a vaccine.
Yes, I read that, Your Honor. I don't know. I can go call Ms. Wagner so she could verify that, but I don't know where that came from.
Your Honor, I have sent Ms. Wagner a chat if she can please log on to the hearing.
What do you think about keeping him on probation, Mr. Garcia?
Well, Your Honor, I see that. I feel that because of his history and because of the positive. If he wants to remain on probation, I'm thinking some sort of outpatient treatment like aliviane. It's either that or revocation at this time, Your Honor.
The department recommendation is that Mr. Martinez continue weekly drug tests within 24 hours until he is assessed by TAP. Once assessed, we will update for treatment, modify him to the substance abuse caseload with special programs if he's qualified. Moving forward, he will not be allowed more than 24 hours to submit to testing.
Yeah, Your Honor, I see where the mix-up might have happened, Your Honor, in this case. Ms. Wagner emailed the community service timesheets, which what we usually do when we have either a receipt for hours of community service or the vaccination. At this place, she said she emailed the community service timesheets, but she said for a $400 donation, and maybe when she updated the case summary, she figured it was for 40 hours of community service, Your Honor.
Vaccine. All right. This is giving me a headache. All right. Can you tell me, is the recommendation accurate on this case summary?
Yes, Your Honor, the recommendation is accurate. We've subsequently screened him for the substance abuse caseload, and he's been accepted pending the TAP assessment. So that's our recommendation, the substance abuse caseload, Your Honor.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna modify him accordingly to a probation status in 6 months. If I have any issues, send me a bench warrant. So he's
Will
ready.
do, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, let's take care of the plea with Ms. Rodriguez.
Your Honor, I'm sorry if I can interrupt. Do you want him released today or wait until mods?
No, he can be released today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Annex, could we get Lerma, please?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lozano, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Annex, once we get the
Okay. Judge, are we going to be switching Spanish English? Do you have the application or how
we're going to
does this
turn on
work?
that interpreter function.
Okay. Okay.
And once we do, Annex should be selecting Spanish.
Okay.
Ms. Rodriguez and Mr. Garcia, if you would select English, because I won't be able to hear you otherwise. Mr. Nunez, I don't know whose parents those are, but if they're not of any of the remaining defendants, then you can chat them and let them know to reach out to the respective attorneys.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Sorry, Judge, I'm having trouble finding my interpreter on my.
Well, we're in trouble if you can't find it because I don't see it.
Yes, ma'am. Let me see. Ms. Lozano, could you log on and log back on? Log off,
Okay.
log back on, because
Okay.
there's
I
not a
will.
period for me to pick you as an interpreter.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Sorry, Judge, you gave me everybody's name and I picked the person who's the interpreter, and it was not giving me Ms. Lozano for some reason or another.
Weird. Never heard of that. Is this our last one?
No, ma'am. We still have Mr. Huffman has one, Mr. Morales has one, and Mr. Montes also has one.
What? Hmm.
Your Honor, we also have a Gomez spread over here at the annex.
Okay, so we have quite a few. Why don't we get moving on those until we can square away? Let's get Fred Gomez, and that is the public defender. Thank you.
Okay now.
Annex, is Fred Gomez there? Mr. Huffman or Ms. Rodriguez, which of you has Fred Gomez?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. This is cause number 2025-0D03308, State of Texas versus Fred Gomez. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Rick Huffman for Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez is appearing remotely from the jail annex. We are set for a bond hearing. I show him at a $30,000 split, 25,000 cash surety, 5,000 PR. He was JMAG issued the KPS on violations of 2PR for 26 skip tests between March 4th and April 1st, and they were unable to contact him. Mr. Huffman, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. I know my client's not going to like to hear this, but I think this motion is premature right now. We don't have a good safety plan right now, and myself and my social worker, we have concerns about his competency.
Okay.
So, Mr. Gomez, I'm going to file a motion, and we are going to have you be evaluated by a doctor. And I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible. Okay?
Your Honor, I don't see the defendant.
We're not on that case just yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Judge. Okay, thank you.
And Judge, I'll be filing that motion hopefully today, and get this going as soon as we can.
I just want to check his case very quickly. Mr. Gomez. Okay, yes, we do have a slate of settings. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Go ahead and file your motion. We have our settings. If we transfer, if your motion is filed, we'll transfer them out for evaluation.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Maybe
All right.
excuse me.
Yes, thank you. Now, if we may have Mr. Lerma, and let's see if we can set up the interpreter. Thank you,
Judge.
Mr. Gomez.
I'm unable to set up the interpreter. Ms. Lozano is not appearing on my drop-down box. Would I could suggest that maybe she could do a direct interpretation without the function?
Yeah. All right, that's fine. Hey, Mr. Lerma, please.
They cannot put the function. I have to log out and then log back in. So I don't know how to do that.
Ms. Lozano, are you there?
We're gonna get some help here, see if I can log out and log back in, okay?
I don't think that's gonna.
Diana, for some reason, Diana, for some reason, we're unable to select Miss Lozano as an interpreter. So
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and log off and then log back in and see if the court can add the function, because I don't see that function available here with her.
yeah, we haven't activated it yet, but I guess there's something that Mr. Nunez does to designate who the interpreter is.
Yes.
All
I'll
right.
turn on the function, Judge, and it gives me the list of everybody who's logged on. And for some reason, it's just not giving me Ms. Lozano.
Okay, let me log off then.
All right. Let's go to Bernice Stevens.
Bernice Stevens.
That's Jose Montes.
Yes, ma'am. Downtown. Are you there?
Yes, we're here.
Thank you. Mr. Montes, there you go.
This is cause number 2022-0D04168, State of Texas versus Bernice Stevens. May I have announcements, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Jose Garcia for the state, present and ready.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jose Montes for Berenice Stevens. Ready.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Maribel Olvera with adult probation.
Ms. Stevens is appearing remotely from the downtown jail. We're set for probation status hearing. I did review the summary. She has it's a Fed smuggling case, or is that what it is, Ms. Olvera?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what do you want to do with her? I mean, I'm not inclined to keep her on probation.
Judge, the federal case had not been indicted. Once the grand jury indicts her, I'll notify the probation department.
Okay, but how did she perform on probation?
Your Honor, well, when she first started, she did start a kind of rough. She failed to report October 2023, November 2023, February 2024, and April of 2024. I know that she did have a CPS case going on, so I'm not sure if maybe that was the issue, but that has been closed. She did complete the requirements there. She's only completed 4 hours of community service. During our last visit, she did state that she had completed hours. I instruct her to provide me verification since sometimes they do take some time updating those hours, but she failed to do so. She's currently behind in her supervision fees and in her court costs. Other than that, she's reporting, and the last UA that she had came out negative, and that was February 5th of 2025, Your Honor.
What's the date of the new case? What's the date of offense?
It happened this month, Judge.
I believe it was May 31st.
Mr. Garcia?
Well, Judge, she recently pled to smuggling. I don't have the date of the new offense because it's a federal case nonetheless. If she's back in federal court, Judge, then she doesn't want to be on probation. She's not a good candidate for probation.
Mr. Montes, I don't have a problem bringing her back just in 30 days, but I'm pretty much of the same opinion. You know, we have, let's see, they're all second degrees. I'm not sure if she pled on everything, but, you know, 2 TDC, and then she can take care of her Fed case. Did I lose somebody? No, okay. So that's where I am. We'll reset for 30 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
May I be excused, Your Honor?
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone here? I don't see Mr. Morales here for Watts. Oh, yes, there he is. Mr. Morales?
I'm here, Judge.
I'm sorry, I didn't see your annex. Let's have Joe Watts.
He's downtown, Judge. I'm on my way to get him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's downtown now. Okay.
Okay.
News to me, Judge.
All righty.
Mr. Delgadillo, if I could suggest maybe log on to someone else other than Ms. Lozano, maybe under your name and stuff, and I'll let you in, and that might pick you up that way.
Okay, let me try that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Who else is left beside Mr. Watts and Mr. Lerma? Anyone else?
Mr. Gomez, Judge?
Fred Gomez? I
Fred
thought
Gomez,
we
page
took
17?
care of. We just took care of that one.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Mhm.
And then that's it. We just have Mr. Morales and Ms. Rodriguez.
Okay. Have you all talked about Mr. Watts while we're waiting for him to get his new cases, Ms. Delaney?
I know we had a couple of misdemeanors and a state jail, it appears, Judge, but I don't think we've talked about them in particular.
We have.
Do you have a rec, Ms. Delaney, on his new case?
On the Revo? No, I don't. And the new cases aren't going to be mine. So I would imagine that we would want to wait to try and wrap them all up together. But I can certainly give a rec if you prefer
we
me
were
to do that.
here about 2 weeks ago, if not last week. And so just trying to move things along because I know we had to move from in-person to this remote because of some issues with Mr. Watts's health. But where are the new cases?
They are
It looks like a DTPA, Judge,
Uh-huh.
tampering with identification number and a theft of property. The theft of property looks like a state jail, so that's probably the most serious one. The other two look like misdemeanors.
and I can't quite tell, but I think they may all be related.
Oh, here we go. Oh, no.
Is that deceptive business of the county attorneys?
Yeah, as a county attorney. Well, is that Well, in terms of a probation status hearing, who is covering the probation cases?
Me, Judge.
I would, and I'm on one of them at least.
I know from probation. That's what I meant.
Oh, sorry, Your Honor.
David Hernandez, Your Honor.
Okay. What's the recommendation on Mr. Watts?
Mr. Watts, we're recommending that he be modified into the intensive supervision forge caseload, Your Honor.
Okay. There's Mr. Watts. These are cause numbers 2023 0D0 0260 and 2023 0D03189, State of Texas versus Joe Abraham Watts. May I have announcements?
Aaron Delaney Manny for the state, Your Honor. The state is ready to proceed on 3189.
Jose Garcia for the state, Your Honor, present and ready.
Your Honor, Leonard Morales on behalf of Mr. Watts.
David Hernandez with adult probation, Your Honor.
We're set for probation status hearings on each of these cases. If memory serves, we have some new cases, but we also had some failures to report under the allegations on his failure to comply with his probation terms. So, Mr. Hernandez, do you have anything to add?
Just the same, Your Honor, that he failed to report June 2023, February 2024, December 2024, February 2025 through April 2025. And then he's got a balance on the restitution that's owed on the theft case of $12,855 that's still owed to the victims in this case, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Garcia?
Oh, yes, Judge. I mean, he's not completed BIP either for the assault, family violence, along with the failing to report, the failing to pay restitution, 3 new felony arrests. Your Honor, we don't believe he's a good candidate for probation.
Do you have a number?
I'm thinking maybe 4, 3, depending on what the new cases are, Your Honor. We can include them all.
Okay.
Yep. And mine is a state jail, so it'd be a state jail amount.
All right.
We were talking about, I know probation had mentioned, Judge, something about forged caseload. What's that?
If you're gang affiliated, they put you in that for more intensive supervision.
Okay, but I guess.
It has some, what is that, MRT, moral recognition therapy?
Yeah, I guess what my question, Judge, would be, if we do that, what does that do for Mr. Watts? I mean, he's not a gang member or anything like that. It's
I'm not going to keep him on probation, so I'm not really sure that I'll defer to probation to explain to you what that would entail. Mr. Watts has a long history in this court.
Yeah, that's just more intensive supervision. He has one field contact at his home, and then one contact every 2 weeks at the office.
3 new felony charges. Okay. All right. So what do you want to do, Mr. Morales?
well,
I
don't want to tell my client that the court is predisposed in any way, but I would like to talk to him about it, and if I could get a firm number from either Mr. Garcia or Ms. Delaney, then we'd have something to talk about. I know we have these other cases coming up, but it's a couple of misdemeanors and a state jail felony. I'm not terribly concerned about those.
I'm just comfortable with revoking him to 4 years TDC. There's no predisposition. I'm just going based on the information provided to the court. So that should help alleviate your concern.
And
all right. Well, I guess we can discuss it, Judge. If you can give me some time to discuss it with him.
I have a 30-day pre-revocation hearing.
Okay.
Please make sure all motions are filed. I don't know about those new cases. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll be out to see you, Joe. You're downtown, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be out to talk to you about all this.
Miss Delgadillo? Thank you, downtown.
Hi, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I don't see the function for the language, for the interpreter function. If it wasn't turned on when the hearing was, the Zoom ID was created, then I don't think we can add it afterwards.
Normally when someone's logged on and I go and choose the interpreter, it gives me a drop-down box of everybody that's on there, right? In this particular case, it doesn't seem to recognize Ms. Lozano. I don't know if it's because most of the people that are on it are county employees.
Because now I'm on it's my login, so it's my county credentials.
I don't know why it's not giving it to me today.
Do you want me to send her up to your office?
She can do it, but I'm not sure I could pick it.
So when you turn on the function, Mr. Nunez, is it on right now?
Yes, ma'am.
It's on?
No, I've got, yes, ma'am, I just turned it on right now. And I can make myself the interpreter if she wants to come up here. Or you could just do it live where she will interpret as it said and everybody would hear it.
So I don't see the function is my concern. Like,
Yeah, I
I,
don't see it either.
yeah,
It's because I haven't launched it because I haven't checked an interpreter. But if I'd say I pick myself as an interpreter,
uh-huh.
right? Then and I'm going to start it. It's going to go and give you the function if I pick myself that way.
Okay, wait, I see it. Or I did kind of. Okay, I see it now. Okay.
But you can't designate.
I
Host
can't
ended
designate Ms.
interpret.
Lozano because wherever you're doing to log on, it's not recognizing you as in the drop down box. I don't know why it's not.
Ñañez, do you have to if you leave it on and then I can pick myself as the interpreter?
I don't think you can do that, but let me try that. Okay. I'm gonna start by picking myself as the interpreter, and I'm gonna launch it, and you can try logging on and see what happens.
Okay.
Get off of YouTube, please.